I am very happy to be once again associated with the 5th edition of the Military Literary Festival, which, as in the past, attracts a large number of serving and retired officers and men. The pattern of the festival has been broadly the same from its inception. They talk about remember, pay homage to the heroes who protected and safeguarded our country and sacrificed their lives for the nation. Talk about the past battles, past wars, and then focus on the present, the current threats to the nation from the land, sea, and air frontiers. And this involves sometimes discussion on books, on military matters, and war histories written by some defense services officers. Yet another element of the festival focuses on the developments in the geopolitics of the region, the emerging threats, and what India as a nation and what our military needs to do to prepare for future contingencies. And as I said earlier, a fourth component of the festival, which is serious discussions on some meaningful books which relate to military, defense, war, strategy, and so on. This time around, it happens that we are also celebrating the 50th year, the Golden Jubilee of the 1971 war. Now, this war was not just a military event where one side won or lost the battles or won the war. This particular engagement had a very significant background. The authorities in East Pakistan, the eastern wing of Pakistan Republic, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, were indulging in ruthless hegemony, eliminating, exterminating the population of one community. The military generals ruling from Islamabad had given strict orders not to spare anyone and enforce the law. The enforcement of the law became necessary because in the National Assembly elections in Pakistan, which concluded in March of 71, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's party, Awami League, had won a great victory. But the authorities in Islamabad were not willing under any circumstances to allow Sheikh Mujib to take over the governance of Pakistan. The generals particularly, as also the limited civilian elements in the polity of Pakistan. As a result of the ruthless carnage in East Pakistan, millions of Bangladeshis started entering into India from early winter 71. With every passing day, the number of these people increased. At the end of the summer, early fall, autumn, we had several million East Pakistanis in our country, in the neighboring states of Northeast region, Tripura, Assam, West Bengal, and so on. Our then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had tried all possible means, diplomatic and otherwise, to persuade the leadership of Pakistan to take back their own people. But the Pakistan government was unwielding. As the numbers rose, the government of India had enormous financial problem, financial crunch in providing shelter, food to millions of East Pakistanis. Also, serious security issues arose because amongst these large groups of East Pakistanis who entered India, the Pakistan ISI had also sent some of their own agents who, having entered India, were perpetrating subversion, sabotage, creating communal tensions and violence. The number of incidents was growing. So when things were coming to a head, the Prime Minister embarked on a foreign tour of several countries in Europe, United States, England, Germany, France, to try to personally inform the world leadership that India had no choices. Pakistan's genocide was continuing without any decline, any faltering. In fact, it had enhanced. And she also mentioned the difficulties that India as a country was facing, financial, security, and otherwise. But as expected, none of the world leaders showed any understanding, much less any support. Fortunately, in August of that year, in 1971, India had entered into a very important treaty, the then USSR Treaty of Friendship and Cooperation, Peace, Friendship and Cooperation. And the Russians, the Soviet Russia, stood by India's side very solidly, both in terms of the Bangladesh situation as well as in the debates in the United Nations. So this war was just not another war. India's victory in the war, with 93,000 soldiers taken into custody, and the eastern wing of Pakistan liberated from West Pakistan, a new country was born. The people of East Pakistan became free and were now to live in their own new country called Bangladesh. So I suppose in some of the discussions at this festival, issues relating to the Bangladesh War, 71 war, would also be revisited. As it happens, I may mention that the Tribune Trust, because of our very close association with the Defense Forces for the last over a century, we are a 140-year-old paper, and the Tribune has been reporting on matters military for over a century. The conflicts and wars fought in the British times, and then in the 20th century and so on. So we have put together a volume which not only pays tribute and homage to all our 71 war heroes, but also has several contributions both by serving and retired military officers of high rank who have revisited this war and commented on it in professional terms. This book will be released very shortly, and I hope it will be read in most parts of our country. Thank you very much.